own show prep. So, so he had no idea.
I just barely make it in.
I'm sure you can tell, but we don't show.
I mean, let's put the cards down on the table here.
Illustrious. Like Styles.
Miami Hurricanes, yeah. You know the name already. It's Mercy, ha ha. It's a 6-Ring Kane show. Can't forget the name though. Got Jazz, Blue, Vision, DJ break the game code. Ain't no changing them, ain't no breaking them. Real Portland live from the Hard Rock Stadium. Ball 14 for the orange and green. We see the 6-Ring champs. It's more than a dream. This is life on the field. Beyond 100 yards, a hurricane that's never still put a damage to your squad. The 6-Ring Kane show. The 6-Ring Kane show. The 6 Rings Kane show. You know.
What's wrong with us? Seriously.
What's wrong with us? We're Miami Hurricanes fans.
Welcome to the 6 Rings Kane Show, a show dedicated to Miami Hurricane sports, featuring the legendary Larry Bluestein, Jazz Santana, Vish, and Danny Gillette. Let's go Canes.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. There we go. We got DJ back on the show. Welcome back to the 6 Rings Kane show. It's the championship show. It's a national championship show. Can't believe we're saying that right now. I'm just like, I feel so. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's nerves, if it's excitement, if it's everything. This is an emotional one for myself, for Vish, for a lot of Kings fans. As Miami, I didn't know I would say this. I knew I wanted to say this. I knew I would say this at some point. I didn't know when, but the Miami Hurricanes are playing the national championship game tomorrow night. Less than 24 hours away. We've got kickoff right here at home, right here at Hard Rock Stadium. It's unbelievable. Myself, Vish, we will be there. Blue will be there. He's not with us right now. He's actually traveling back from a showcase that he had up in Orlando. So, and I know we had him on the show. We did our predictions and all that. So this one will be a little bit shorter. We just want to kind of give some information, talk a little bit more, get you guys a little hyped up for this one. It's
and give everyone like a space to, we're just vibing tonight. It's not really formal. If you look at the show notes, there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
So if you notice, if anyone open the show notes up, they're empty because we're just gonna, have a little bit of time. Everyone's kind of got these pre-day nerves. Here's CCH in the house.
Hey, look at him! I haven't seen him in a bit.
Look who pops in here. Yeah, I mean, we all got those pre-game, like Jess says, the night before jitters, but excitement together. We feel like something really good is gonna happen, and we're just, anticipating it. So.
Oh man!
Needless to say, since CCH thinks the basketball and baseball teams are going to go undefeated every year, he is probably confident for tomorrow. I'm just going to go. In sports where it's impossible to go undefeated, he's got us going undefeated. So I'm pretty sure he's got us beating Indiana tomorrow. But yeah, it's an exciting time.
I will say this: not only CCH, but everybody else who has followed us and watched the shows and supports us and has fun with us here every Monday night. We do appreciate it. It's been the culmination of a very, very, very tough, hard-fought year. I mean, we went through the gauntlet. We went through the toughest playoffs I think the toughest playoff schedule of any team that made the playoffs to get to where we're at, and that's the national championship game. I myself have been covering the team for the last 2 or 3 days, and it's been exciting, man. It's been exciting to be out there with the guys and watch them show up to their hotel, get to talk to some of the players, some of the former players, some of the coaches like Damian Lewis, who came back to coach at his alma mater after playing here, and just what it felt like for them, what it felt like for the fans, for everybody. It's an exciting time. But with all that being said, I got to tell you, man, they're locked in. If you look at Coach Cristobal in his press conferences, you look at that demeanor that he has. I think these guys are locked in. I was able to speak to a few of them. If you guys go on YouTube, you can see all the little cuts, the interviews, Vish and.
Well, I uploaded them. Jazz did actually. So I'm going to steal your job here and ask you a question since you normally do the question asking. So what is the? I think you were getting there anyway, but obviously for everyone that doesn't know, Jazz was out there really since whenever the team was Friday, basically from Friday night until this morning. He's been heading out to the beach and downtown and with all the players at their media events. Was at practice yesterday. He's had the access again. It's all if you go to the 5 Reasons Sports YouTube, click on Shorts, you'll see all of the work that Jazz has been doing out there. But Jazz, since you're the one of the three of us that's actually been with the team recently, what is the vibe around the team? How are they feeling? What are your overall thoughts on kind of how they're approaching this?
Business as usual, of course. I mean, you can tell that some of these guys, media day is kind of it's a little bit of a circus. So you got so many moving parts, so many things going on, especially that. I think the good thing about it for the Canes is that they're staying close to the Miami Beach Convention Center, so it's easy for them to get back and forth. The only trek they really had to make, which is funny enough, having to go back on campus to go to practice, but they are staying on the beach, which is kind of easier to get to the hotels where the press conferences are and all that. So they look loose, they look excited, they look energetic, they look happy, they look. Some of these kids, man, this is what they dreamed of their whole entire life. And some kids have been here before, aka Carson Beck, right? They've been to this type of atmosphere before. So to some of them comes a little more natural than others. But honestly, there's a sense of calmness, but determination in them. You can tell that they're excited to be here. They're grateful for being on this stage. But you can also tell that this is a brotherhood, man. They're tight. These guys are all focused on that, on the task at hand as it is, and they're just. I think where you see even the more focus is definitely in the coaches. And that's not to say the players aren't focused, but I think they're soaking it in, right? They're enjoying their time as they should, but they do know that there's one more to go, right? It's 1-0 one more time. And if you hear the interviews, every interview was ended with 1-0 one more time. But you see the look in Mario Cristobal's face. You see the intensity in Coach Heatherman always, but even more so now, Coach Dawson as well. They're focused, right? They know they've got one more game. They've got the job they've got to finish the job. And it's stacked against us, right? I mean, it's kind of like Miami versus everybody once again, one more time. And you can see that in the players too. That's the mentality right now that they have is, they still feel like they're the underdogs. They still feel like it's them against the world. And there was a meme that someone was sending around this weekend that, the media pushes out a narrative, right? The first narrative is, the college football world is better when Miami is good. When Miami is good, college football is even better. Then when Miami is good, the meme shows somebody freaking out like, oh shit, like, oh my God, Miami's good. No, hold on a second. This can't be, right? So it's kind of like that right now where, Miami's good. Miami's back on the map. Miami is part of college football. It's exciting, but nobody wants to see them win. Nobody wants to see them be Miami again. Come in and do what, we know that Miami Hurricanes can do. And I think that the players are feeding off of that. They're kind of buying into that mentality, and they look focused. They look ready to go, but they're also enjoying the moment. They're in the moment. And I love that because every single guy that I spoke to was very respectable, very kind, very gracious, but also they looked focused. They looked like they know everybody's answers. If you kind of hear them, are kind of the same in a roundabout way, and they kind of put their own twist to it. But at the end of the day, it sounds like they all have that one goal in mind, and that's to get that 1-0 one more time.
That's great. That's great perspective just to kind of see how they're approaching it. It's obviously very different for both teams. The Canes are at home. These are familiar. Like a lot of this it's new, obviously being in the championship game, but there's like that weird mix of newness with familiarity. Like, Indiana's practicing at FIU. And Canes are practicing in their normal training facility. The game's going to be in the field they always play on. So it's a little bit – it's this weird I don't know if you can hear all the shouting in the background, but the party. Jazz left the party, and the party is still going, man. I was
where this was about an hour ago, and I can attest to the madness that's going on over there. What I called the pregame pep rally for the Miami Hurricanes was happening at the Vishnu family household. I can tell you that.
This is the party house, and the party is going on, and I don't know when it'll end, but anyway, I do think it's interesting how the weird dynamic when it's obviously the biggest game these kids have played in. It's a quote unquote neutral site, but then all of their comforts of home are there. They're practicing where they normally practice. They're playing the stadium in order plans. It's a little bit of a weird mix there. DJ, did your mic get fixed?
Oh yeah.
All right, there we go. All right.
Oh yeah, no, I was just hearing Jazz's perspective and things. So
yeah, Jazz did the work. I saw it and I said, my lazy ass is not going out to the beach. And Jazz was like, I'm at the beach. Here's the videos. So
by the way, I must have spent at least $100 on parking in the past 2 days.
Everything. Parking, 40 million hours in traffic. This man's been going back and forth. I did briefly sort of see you on campus as you shouted out your truck window at me.
That's right. That's
the van has been everywhere.
I was already delirious at that time.
Yeah. But DJ, how are you feeling night before the big one?
I'm feeling really excited. I think these two teams deserve to be here. I feel like Miami obviously deserves to be here. I feel like Indiana is a really good team, and I'm not really feeling too nervous. Maybe that's just because, I'm newer to the Miami fandom than you two are, but, I really do feel confident in this team. I don't think it's going to be an ass whooping. I think it's going to be a good game. And I think this is where the experience of a guy like Carson Beck and playmakers like Malachi Tony will really come to light. And I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but I think it's going to be a fun one to watch. So I'm kind of, as a Miami fan, I'm nervous, but as a college football fan, I'm excited because this is one of the better championship games that I can remember. I can remember even last year, what was it? Notre Dame and Ohio State, and I was just like, blech, like I was bored. I didn't even want to watch it now, but maybe it's because I'm more invested in it.
When you hate both teams in a game too, it's kind of like,
yeah, maybe because I'm like more invested in the team. I'm like fired up, but I'm actually really excited about this game, and I think it's going to be a great way to kind of culminate what has been a solid, playoffs all around. Kind of like last year, I was kind of like, blah, these matchups suck. But I thought this year's matchups were really good, and I'm happy that this game is the final one to decide the national champion.
I know we talked about this a lot last week. Keys to the game and whatnot. But I'm as we get closer and closer and closer, I truly feel, and this is not a knock on Indiana. I think we got it right. I think the two best teams are playing for the national title. But I gotta say, like, if Miami plays really good football, if they don't beat themselves, I think Miami's got a really good shot of, putting a hurting on them, but to kind of not go that route, just saying winning the game. I think Miami wins this game, and they do it in a good fashion, right? They do it. I don't want to sit here and be like, we're gonna destroy them, we're gonna kick their ass, but I think that if we play a really good game, a sound football, we don't commit too many turnovers, and we don't beat ourselves, I think we've got a really, really, really good shot of just, really winning this football game and having fun doing it. That's where Indiana thrives, right? Is on takeaways and taking advantage of your mistakes. We saw it against Oregon. We saw it against all the teams that they did play. So you got to be careful with that, right? That's the biggest thing. Be careful with shooting yourself in the foot and putting yourself in a position where they can capitalize on your mistakes. I think if you don't do that, and you push them around, and you punch them in the nose a couple times, I think they're going to feel it, and it's going to be a different ballgame for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. I think we're going to kick their ass.
I can always count on you, Vish.
I mean, look.
I want to say it, but I'm not. I'm just that type of guy.
I don't. I mean,
look,
man.
Bullshit. You know.
I said this like a week ago when when the Indiana destroyed Oregon. Everyone's like, man, they're gonna. I'm like, no, we're confident. And as stupid as this is, swagger is not rational confidence; it's irrational confidence. They're coming into our house. We're gonna beat the shit out of it. You're gonna come into Dade County and win this game. Get the hell out of here, Indiana. Come on.
Obviously, I know.
Is that rational? No, they beat 4 top 5 teams and they beat the shit out of most of them. No, it's not rational, but that's not what swagger is. Swagger is believe it, even when you don't really have a rational reason to do so.
You gotta do it.
I'm fine owning this. Like, I don't care. Whatever. I think we're gonna beat the shit out of them. Like, we're Miami. That's what we do.
I'll take it, man. I'll take. And I know that a lot of
people come out here with a win.
I know a lot of people. A lot of the fans have seen, or talked about, what's going on with Indiana and how petty they're being, saying, they don't want us to go in through this entrance. They don't want us to have that locker room.
Can I just say that's the dumbest thing in the world? Neither coach gives a shit about what locker room they're going into. They're ready to play the national championship game tomorrow.
It's all mind games, man. It's all mind games.
I don't know. I really don't think that Kurt Cignetti and Mario Cristobal are obsessing over locker rooms. That's why they're in their national championship game, because they're not obsessing over locker rooms. They're obsessing over their team. And me and Vish talked about this earlier, and I just had to laugh at it because I don't really think they care. I really don't. And I think it's something to get the fans riled up more than anything. I really just don't think they care at all.
It's a troll job, man. It's a troll job. And, some fans are feeding into it, and that's fine. I'm all for that, because that just, gets you a little bit more riled up. It's bulletin board material for the Canes. It's bulletin board material. So we thrive off of that atmosphere anyways, Vish, right? I mean, that's
but also I think there's a misconception here, right? Like, the bowl, it's a quote neutral site. So the bowl assigns the Fiesta Bowl winner to this, the Peach Bowl winner to that, and whatever. Right. And whatever was assigned is what they're going to go with. Now, obviously the schools agree they can switch stuff up, but why would India agree to do anything? So it's not like they sit there and they go to India and be like, what would you like to do here? No, they just this is your shit. This is the hotel you're staying in. This is the teams don't pick that. Yeah. They don't know. I mean, as someone who has been traveling to these bowl games until this week, fortunately, trying to figure that shit out when you find out a week before that, oh, great, I guess we're going to be in Phoenix next weekend, is not a fun time. So,
I'll tell you what, Vish, I met a lot of the people that were making those decisions.
No, I get it. And we're doing it on an individual basis, right? These hotels, they knew the Fiesta Bowl champion was going to be staying on the Fontainebleau 6 months ago.
Yeah.
These decisions are, and then that happened to be us. And they knew that the Peach Bowl champion was going to be staying at the Intercontinental 6 months. And they block all the rooms off. They arrange everything. And
right.
So, yeah, maybe whatever was auto assigned, maybe Cignetti doesn't want to switch it. That's fine. But that's whatever. It's all bullshit stuff. No, I'm gonna be there. It's at home though. I live here. Oh, by the way, I moved back to Miami 6 months ago. But anyway, no, this is a home game. I don't have to fly this time. Also, just word to the wise, if you're familiar with Miami-Dade County Police and their expert use of batons and riot cuffs, do not storm the field. I'm just warning you. They beat the shit out of you and handcuff you with plastic handcuffs, and you end up in jail. Do not storm the field after the Canes win. It's not a good idea. I've seen it.
This, right? If you're a fan and you're obviously driving over there, make sure you drive over there with time. There's going to be a lot of craziness going on.
Extra security. So make sure you leave yourself plenty of time. It's not a normal. Head to the game at the normal time. It'll take a lot longer to get out.
Nothing.
Yeah, it'll take a lot longer again just with the enhanced security. So make sure you leave time for that. But yeah, do not storm the field. Jesus Christ, these kids. Do not storm the field in Miami-Dade County. They will. I've seen people attempt to storm the field. It does not end well. Trust me. Do not storm the field. I'm advising people. Miami-Dade County, they're riot trained. Our people like to riot occasionally. They're very well practiced in putting those things down.
Yeah.
Do not storm the field. They will very quickly. I've seen them do it because we've tried to do it before. I've seen them do it. They will knock you down with a baton, plastic cup you, and then the next guy, they'll knock them down too. And they'll just, it's like they'll assembly line your ass right into the ground, plastic cuffs in jail. So do not storm the field.
It's gonna be an interesting time. You know, and look, if you're going out there and you're gonna be tailgating and all that stuff, make sure you do it responsibly. Don't be stupid. That way you can get into the game, right? And enjoy
you don't want to miss your chance and the money you spend and the opportunity this is.
You drop like $5K on the tickets.
Yeah.
Look at what he says. Chance Mack is one of the police officers who's gonna let us storm the field. Yeah, he probably would, I guess, right? Shit.
I do not believe. Again, my past experience watching people attempt to do this, not a good idea. I know at other schools, the local campus police at normal school compared to, you know, Miami police that train to handle large crowd control and riots is not the same thing. So just, again, be careful. Be responsible, as Jazz says. Be responsible before, during, and after. You'll have plenty of time to get out to Cafe Versailles and bang your pots and pans. Don't worry. There's plenty of time for everything. You don't need to rush. Take care of yourselves. Be safe.
Just have a good time though, man. Let's root them on as
and be loud. Be loud. Let Indiana feel you.
We're gonna need to be very loud. That's important. That's first and foremost because that stadium is gonna be split about half and half. So you want to make sure that
it's gonna be about half and half, but we can be louder. We're Miami people. We're loud.
I think we should be, and I think we should be.
People from Miami are always loud. When I go into the office and I'm talking like, man, you're loud. I'm like, I'm from Miami. I don't know what to tell you. We're fucking loud. We're loud people.
I know, right? Like, there's no reason we can't be loud.
Yeah, so we should definitely be louder. We're loud people.
I didn't even notice you being loud when you came up here in August, Vish. I think Boston people are pretty loud as well, so I think we fit right in.
You know, Vish is a little tame right now, but just don't let him get started because Vish.
I've seen him get started. I've like the Syracuse stream, the infamous Syracuse stream, and the Middle Tennessee State stream.
Let's not bring up old shit. That was a year ago. That was a bad time. That was a bad time. We are in a much.
That was not a year ago. That was like 3 years ago.
No, Syracuse was last year.
Or 2024. Yeah.
Yeah, it was last year. It was the last game of last year. Oh man, let's not dredge that up. We don't all know what happened there.
We're not talking about that right now. No. Let's
about this 7-game win streak the Canes are on.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they're gonna finish it off one more time here. Go 1-0.
One more to go. Let's go 1-0 one more time. Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. As I mentioned, obviously, if you're gonna be driving out there, make sure you know exactly where you're going. It's gonna be pretty easy, right? A lot of people are freaking out because they're saying that they're closing the streets. They're closing the streets at the times that you're not headed out to the game, anyways. Right? They're closing the exits or whatever from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. So if you're out there from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m., then maybe you got a problem. Make sure that you aren't doing anything stupid out there so you can get to this game. So look at this guy talking about Canes on deck. As a matter of fact, I do have some information on that. I spoke with our contact at UM, and there's a possibility that we will have access to the first day of practice coming up soon here on the 23rd, I believe. So
it is so close to baseball season that
it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I also spoke to our friends over there, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, it's 29 days or whatever," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die between that."
But right now,
by the way, everyone head out to Hoops on Tuesday. Coach L, they're doing a little mini banner honoring him. First 4,000 fans get a mini banner, and they're gonna head out there. Yeah, and playing FSU, so it's a rivalry game too. So head out to the Watt on Tuesday. So I'm assuming there will be a lot of interludes to celebrate the recently won national championship as well. Yeah, see, I mean, it's absolutely. Gary's been texting.
Everybody's still out of woodworks today. Look at this.
Gary's been texting me during the show.
So done. Gary, where the hell have you been, man? I miss you, bro.
Holy shit! What a blast from the past. Hey, Gary.
Gary's ready. Gary's fired up. Gary just informed me he will be in the building tomorrow, so we got
Let's
Gary.
go.
There we go. Yeah, there
Hey, if
we
you
go.
guys,
So-
by the way, I know that a lot of people are parking in the yellow lots or whatnot. I will be in the orange lot. If you guys want to come out and hang out, please just holler at me. Shoot me a DM or something. Vish will be out there too. We're all meeting up. And hanging out, but in the
I
orange.
wish.
Go
I
out
wish.
to the orange lot. I will be in the orange lot. Just shoot me a DM and we'll hook up, man, and you guys can come out and hang out with us and have a shot of Fireball with me. All right, because
Only
That is-
one?
that-
I highly
that-
doubt
that
only
is-
one.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Can
I
you
mean,
all hear
we'll
the
have multiple.
screaming?
The Fireball.
No.
The
You
Fireball.
can't hear
will
the
be
screaming. The
flowing.
noise canceling out this is fucking excellent because the screaming is like feels like it's in my head.
Nah,
There are
it's
kids
fine.
I
running
will
around
say,
all over
Gary,
us.
I've had a lot of spicy nuggets since the last time I saw you on the show, and I have to
Not
say,
from Chick-fil-A, though.
I get the hype. I get the hype.
Not from Chick-fil-A though. They will not.
Not
If
from
you guys are in
Chick-fil-A.
the chat, if you guys are watching the show, shoot us a message here on the show, whatever platform that you're checking us out on, man. We want to hear from you. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate everything as we get ready. We get ready for the biggest game in Miami Hurricane in the history in the past 23 years. I would
Well,
say
not the history, but yeah, 20
Yeah,
since the Fiesta Bowl in
in 23 years. Yeah.
2003 Fiesta Bowl. Yeah.
Well, this is the question I did want to ask you because I asked this to Chris Fowler. If you guys saw the interview, this is the question I asked to Chris Fowler. I wanted to ask it to Kirk Herbstreit, but I was too busy petting Peter the whole time. So cornering up.
I'm with C- look, CCH is usually delusional. I'm with him. I'm planning to go to Omaha.
Hell yeah. TR30 Will cornering up Fowler. Good deal. Yeah, I had to, man. I had to. Those.
I know, that was so cool.
I got too busy petting Peter and messing around with Peter. I forgot about Kirk, as most people do.
Peter's the starter of the show. Who are you kidding?
I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, he's unbelievable. He's awesome. He's awesome. But that's what I'm telling you, man. I had the time of my life. What an amazing experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, man. It was great. It was great. But this is the question, right? A lot of people are talking about Indiana. Right, they're 15-0, and they beat everybody. Yada 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 yada. This narrative that the media has created about how amazing of a football team they are, blah blah blah. And that's fine. It's a good team, right? However, let's flip the script and let's talk about Miami here for a second. 13-2, right? Doesn't sound crazy. However, you talk about the teams that they had to face in the playoffs to get to where they're at right now. Not only that, but the teams that they've beat from the regular season and the playoffs combined. I think. If you talk about a team that has gone through it and beat some of the best teams in college football and had some of the toughest games, Miami's done it, especially in the postseason. Where would you rank? And I'll start off with you, Vish, since you've got more of that long-term history with the Canes. For you, where would you rank this team based off of what they've had to do and how they've done it to get to this point and win the national title? Where would you rank them?
You mean compared to the other?
Compared to the other Canes teams, yeah. I mean, that's the only people we're gonna compare them to.
I mean, if we're comparing to the 5 championship teams,
yeah.
I mean, none of them lost 2 games. It's so different.
Right,
now,
but
right?
it's a different game, right? It's a different era. It's and talk about the teams that we did beat, right, to get to where we're at. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's almost like impossible to cross compare because it's so different. Like most of the history of football, college football, you had to basically go undefeated, maybe 1 loss to win the title, but you also wouldn't have to run the gauntlet you have to now. Like just by nature of being in the playoffs, you have to beat multiple top 10 teams in a row, 3 at least. We'll have to beat 4 because we had to play the first round, but you're essentially having to beat 3 at least top 10 teams in a row to win the championship. So it's hard to rank them. I still think 2001 is on a different plane in terms of where they sat. I mean, 87 was really strong, although you could argue 86 was better and they blew the Fiesta Bowl also, and then 87 came back and won it. Yeah, I mean, they're in there some. I don't think they're the best. That's definitely 2001 for me. I'd probably put them behind 87, probably 91 as well, so maybe in there.
What about
83? Well, 83, they lost a game, and that game was losing to Florida by 4 touchdowns in the opener. So
yeah,
this team didn't do anything like that. So probably I'd put this above 83. And maybe 89, probably even with 89, maybe and above 83. So in that range.
What about you, DJ?
Well, when you look back at the history, again, like Vish said, I don't think anything will touch 2001, but when you're talking about out of the 5 championship teams, 83 was really good. I remember reading a ton about the 90s teams, so I'd probably I would honestly probably it's tough because it is a different game and they did take a lot to get here, like Vish said, but for now I would put them last at the bottom, but that's just because I don't think this team is, a terrible team or whatever. I just think those other teams are really, really good.
Yeah, I think that I'm kind of with you. I think obviously the 01 team, I would probably put it like an 01, 87, 91, and then maybe this team. And then the 83 team, somewhere along those lines. And then the 89 and 83 team. So, yeah, it's tough because college football has changed so much, right?
Yeah.
So the landscape, the way recruiting is done, the transfer portal, everything has changed so much. So, like, whereas some of those teams, like 91 and 89, like you had, like, guys there for multiple years. You had Toretta there for multiple years.
Yeah.
Craig Erickson, Bernie Kosar, Testaverde. You had some of these guys, like an 86 could well have been one of the best, if not the best. And they just screwed it up in the Fiesta Bowl. But same thing you can say for the 2000 team, right? The team that should have gone to the national title game against Oklahoma. For some reason, they put FSU in front of us, which I'll never understand to this point. That's another team that was just as stacked as this one, as that 01 team. So I think that it's hard to gauge, but those teams didn't win it, right? So I'll go by those teams that won it, and I'm probably right there with you, Vish. Borderline 89 in this one, but I think above 83 for sure. And then you got 01, 91, and 87 in front of them. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. I mean, it doesn't matter where you rank them. They won a freaking national title, right? But if we have to do,
we gotta finish the job. But,
Hockey Kings fan, we're
kind of one game left to play.
That's one, whatever. It's awesome, man. Matthew Owen asks us, "Are you guys going to the game yet?" Damn right we are, baby. Me and Vish are going to the game. Blue will be there as well, covering in the press box, if I'm not mistaken. But me and Vish, there was no way in hell I was going to miss this one as a fan. So we'll be out there.
Well, this is game 16 for me this year, so yes, I will be there.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a ride, and then we got the job's not done. We got one more, and you know what? Before we end the show, though, because I know it's a short show, we might as well give some portal information if you haven't heard yet. Before you freak out, Miami has been doing a little bit of work, and it looks as though he has been crystal ball to us. We won't know yet, but Darian Mensah, the quarterback from Duke, has entered the transfer portal the last day, so it does take 48 hours for his paperwork to go through. That's why you haven't heard anything yet. But look for some news probably the day after or that Wednesday. But it looks like Miami will get their QB1 in Darian Mensah, quarterback transfer from Duke. So we're really excited about that. We've got some other names out there. David Wilson is a big name that everybody is talking about, and also Jordan Seaton, the offensive lineman from Colorado, is another opportunity. He is looking. I think it's between us and LSU at this point. But
it looks like he's going to LSU now to visit, so we'll see what happens there.
So a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on, but right now, only one thing is in focus, and that's tomorrow night at Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Hurricanes versus Indiana Hoosiers, and just another opportunity to go 1-0 one more time. And I think I'm happy. I'm excited. I think Miami can do it, and I think Miami can come home with the trophy and have a celebration there on 8th Street or at Miami's Best Pizza which would be nice.
Everywhere, man. Everyone have your pots
Just
and
do a
pans ready.
parade down Ponce. Just a parade down Ponce.
Just everyone make sure you got your pots and pans ready. Make sure you grease them up nicely. Make sure you get some good sound there. Some good. We want to hear them ringing out when that clock hits 0.
Yeah, chances are we'll go straight from Miami Gardens to like I head down Bird Road. So, which is fine.
Bird Road, Coyote are your good spots there to get up in there. So, but yeah, keep it safe. Bang your pots and pans. Should be a good time.
I'm excited, man. You guys, you ready, Vish, or what?
Oh, I've been ready for fucking 23 years. So. Since that flag hit the
3 years ago, man. But this is
since that flag hit the Fiesta Bowl turf in Tempe, Arizona, where I was sitting in the same damn end zone where we threw it. Yes, I've been ready.
Hey, back.
I was a student in college. My buddy was a trainer for the team, so he used to get us free tickets to all these. We went out to Tempe, and for about 10 seconds there, we won a national championship. They took it away.
You know what? Dennis, we're not reliving those times, man. We are here.
No, I'm saying I'm ready, man. I could still picture that moment, and we're gonna erase a lot of that pain tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We appreciate everybody.
I'm more than ready.
We appreciate everybody joining us on this little pep rally Sunday night here for the Miami Hurricanes. Make sure you guys tune in. It is on ESPN. I think kickoff is at 7:50, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure.
I think it's listed at 7:30, but it's usually 15 to 20 after.
Yeah. I think they said official kickoff time is 7:50. At least the 600 emails that I'm getting from the College Football Playoff Committee.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Yes. Did you also make the mistake of downloading the press app, because they're spamming the shit out of me too?
Guess what? No, I didn't.
Yeah. Performing now on the main stage, some people that my old ass have never heard of, repeatedly every 20 minutes.
I will tell you this: I met some great people from the College Football Playoff team, covering the team these past couple of days. Some really, really cool people that are very close with the program as well. So a shout out to them. That anybody that has been able to help and make it a smooth transition. Some people were lost and didn't have a clue as to what was going on. Others were right on point, and so shout out to them. It's a huge production. It's a big time production, but
and I'd also say, as much as we're obviously joking around, they do a great job of communicating. Like, we get pumped with we're joking about it, but actually, if you're a media member and you have any, they pre-answer any kind of question you could possibly.
They over communicate, which is what you got.
Yeah, which is much better than not. So there's no questions about if you're trying to get the show, whatever. They give you plenty of information to make sure that it's easy to do that. So
I agree.
Yeah, shout out to them. They've done a fan everything. I mean, you've obviously encountered a lot more than I have, because I've been too lazy to go out to the beach, but everyone I've encountered with them has been totally professional, easy to work with. Like Jazz says, you generally don't have to actually ask them questions because they over communicate, so you already have the answer before you even think of the question. But yeah, no, they've been really good. They run a top notch event here.
Absolutely. Fellas, anything else you want to say before we hit the road and try to get that one more season?
Here, I'm gonna end with this. The three of us, and Blue obviously as well, who couldn't be here. We've been on a journey here. This show, we've had a few different hosts, but this version of it, we've been together since deep in the Manny Diaz era.
August 2020.
Wow.
It was, I think, before that, I think we had this crew together.
Nope, because I remember we were all bored during COVID, and I texted this weird guy named Jazz, and I'm like, hey, Jazz, do you want to do this show? And because we want some more Hurricanes covered on network, he's like, sure, let's do it. Let's see what we can do. And I remember doing it from my kitchen. And yeah.
You've moved about 20 feet over to now. It's like, what, is that your living room?
Well, but I mean, we've had some different hosts come together, but
yeah,
in and out, there's a few people that, were with us. And obviously, we all have other things we do for a living. This is more of a labor of love than anything. So some people, totally understandable, can't keep up with it. But this group has myself, Jazz, DJ Blue, obviously he's driving back from Orlando because he's a madman, and
yeah,
not a weekend goes by where he is not out there scouting and promoting the kids of Florida. So again, he's going into the Hall of Fame for a reason. But yeah, no, we've all been together, and this is like a culmination of a long journey that felt fruitless for a long time. So yeah, I just want to end with that. Like, you guys, like, we've been through it, and tomorrow is what all of it was for. So I'm happy that we all did it together.
I hope that after tomorrow night, I know that after tomorrow night we might have to change the name of this show, and I am so.
I was just gonna ask you that actually.
Well, no, Six Rings has two meanings, right?
You're right.
So if you look at the logo, so pretend the logo doesn't exist, because the logo says Six Ring. If you zoom in, you'll see he's holding up a ring that says 2003, the stolen fucking championship. So that one. No, but we can, I think we can get by with 6 rings for another year. Now, when we repeat next year, we're fucked. I mean, there's no way around it.
Maybe we'll change the logo.
Yeah, we can, because we can get away with saying we've won the 6th ring.
Right.
So we got another year, but when they repeat with Mensa at quarterback next year, it's going to be hard. We can't. We got to go 7.
Stick to 6.
We got one more year of 6 under us.
We got one more.
We got one more year of 6, because this has been essentially, again, if you look at the logo, it's obvious, like, this is referencing the 6th ring that was stolen from us.
Right, obviously.
but if you see the one is hold it up, there's a date on there. But this will now be the actual 6th ring, so we can still get away with it for another year, and then when we repeat, we're gonna have to, I don't know, have to rebrand at some point. But right now we're still good.
All right, we got at least one more year after this one. So
yeah, we got one more year. We can
no branding issues yet.
Yes.
when
we get our world problems of, we get our first world problems of repeat champions, we'll have to think of something.
I second that. I echo that sentiment. Jeez, it has been this is the culmination of all that going through all that madness and crazy crap and bullshit with everybody before, and we're finally here, man. And we've been through it all. We've been through the real ugly. We've been through rock bottom, and we're at the mountaintop now. Plant that fucking flag up there, scream out the orange and green real loud, because we're coming home with a natty, baby. And this is the best group of guys that I could possibly do this. We couldn't do this with anybody else. Like, this is a perfect group. This is a perfect team here. And I wouldn't trade any of you. Well, maybe DJ every once in a while. No, I'm just kidding, man. We got that Boston blood too, so wouldn't trade any of you for anything in this world, man. It's been a journey. Let's go get that championship. Let's go 1-0 one more time. And you all are going to go on a journey with me to the tattoo parlor, possibly the day after. And it's going to be right here. So it's going to happen. I have some money saved up in my bank account specifically for that shit. So let's do it. Let's come on that journey. Let's go on that journey with me to the tattoo shop to get that tattoo, man, because CCH Bucket still obviously exists. I actually did a solo show like a week ago because it's hard to get everyone together because we're traveling to so much football and Mel works nights. So literally it's been football, travel to football, been working for the last month. So I did do a solo show. We're trying to get out to these games. I'll be out at the lawn on Tuesday. She's gonna try and make it, but anyway, but Buckets is still there. I've been again scroll on your stream. I actually did do a solo show because I couldn't get anyone else on. So that torture is on the feed somewhere. The men are doing well. The women are hanging in there. We'll see. Women play Notre Dame next week too, so a couple of rivalry games coming up. But Buckets is still there. You asked about Canes on deck. Obviously, that's around the corner as well. So, but right now, one thing to do, as Jazz said, let's go 1-0 tomorrow, and all is right with the world. That's it, baby. That's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for everything. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the love, and stay tuned. Let's go get that natty.
What to do? Go Canes.
Go Canes, baby.
Go Canes.
The 6 Ring Kane Show. The 6 Ring Kane Show. The 6 Rings Kane Show. You know. Six Ring King Show. Yeah. The Six Ring King Show. Yeah. The Six Rings King Show. You know.